WIIFTBP.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now.
Church Chicago's Power Hour.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys.
TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
do you believe that God's going to turn it around?
I got to.
Definitely.
Why?
Why? Because he's did it before.
Come on.
And he'll do it again.
Yes.
That
Yes.
you can do it again.
Yes. Yes. Come on here.
Come on, I better leave that alone. I forget
Somebody
my
calling
key.
you right now,
Somebody
Lord.
calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing,
Yes.
I better go. God's going to turn it around.
And I feel like we have to encourage the people because so many people are just truly depressed. They're going through the holiday blues, and we want you to know that you don't have to be discouraged. But you can, in fact, be encouraged because God's going to turn it around.
Turn it around. It's me again. God's gonna turn it around. I'm calling on you. You did it before.
Yo, who said devotion has to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Like me.
Come on the way with me.
When you hear that,
I can't hear nothing. My headphones ain't on.
Hey, Diane.
Don't leave me now.
when you hear that,
Uh-oh.
when you hear that,
What time is it?
you know. DJ, turn me up in my head. Turn me up in my head. Feel like Jason. Turn me. Yo. Turn me up in my head. Turn me up in my head.
He definitely sound like DMX. Hey, Niecy.
Come on in. Come on in. It's a great day. Come on in.
Hey, Cherie.
Hey.
Hello, Hank Hernandez.
God's gonna turn around. From the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, God got to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, God got to the grave, from the grave, back to glory. Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah. Come on all the way with me.
Hey,
Come on
good
in.
morning, Charlotte.
Now, come all the way with
Sing
me.
it,
Oh, please, please,
All right now, Reverend.
please, please.
Snatch it,
Don't
boy.
leave me now.
Snatch it.
Hey,
Please don't leave me
good
now.
morning, everybody.
Please don't leave me
Shout out
now.
Starbucks.
Yes.
Starbucks,
Get
please
with
don't
us,
leave
get with
me
us.
now.
From glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane, to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave.
Church Chicago Power Hour drink. I'm tagging it. Here we go, y'all. I'm out here on the
Barbara.
limb. Church Chicago Power Hour drink of the morning. Starbucks. Medicine Ball. 2 pumps.
Whoa.
A caramel.
Okay. Is it okay? Hey, Shelly, good morning to you.
My wife made me a Starbucks.
Oh, did she?
Starbucks. I believe
That you can do
that
it.
you can do it again.
Somebody calling you right now, Lord.
If it ain't one thing,
we need it. Somebody else
needs you for another.
Son, look at have mercy.
Yes, sir.
Have mercy over our home.
Have mercy.
Say it, right.
Have mercy.
Have mercy.
Hey, Miss Yolanda.
Come on in the building.
Hey, Shelly.
If you don't stay long, come on in the building. If you don't, if you don't, my eyelid got stuck. Stay long.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
You're tuned into Church Chicago's Power Hour right here on this November 7th. It is, in fact, Sunday, and the time has changed, so we're actually now gaining another hour, and it's 9:13 instead of 10:13. Hoping that you all definitely enjoyed this past weekend. I feel good today.
Yes.
Yes.
Scorpios and walked in the building.
Oh, Lord.
What you got?
Help
10 days,
Lord.
church?
A few more, Reverend. A few more. I'm just walking it. 240 hours. I got it. 240
How many minutes? You
oh,
normally
Lord.
good at.
He'll come up with
I
it.
haven't. I haven't before
He'll
the
come up
service.
with it.
I haven't before the service over with.
Before the service.
Before the service. Before the service over.
We're so honored that you got the chance to tune in to us today. We are always excited about being able to send you some friendly shout outs and to encourage you and to provide you with some laughter and maybe even a few current event updates. And so we're here today just to always encourage you. We have a good topic on today, something that I think is relevant, something that is not new, and yet we still need to keep the conversation going because we got to make people aware of the current state that they're in and how we can all do better. So TD, to my left, said he wanted to talk about why do we continuously struggle to come together as Black people, and that has so many different layers to it and so many different perspectives. But I like the question, but I think it's, to me, it's rooted in slavery.
I agree.
You know, we were taught you had
The house Negro.
the house Negro, the field Negro. You got good hair and bad hair. If you light, you all right. You know, too
Strong,
black.
weak.
You know, and so I do like.
You go over there.
You know, I agree, you know, with the topic, but I also want to mention the fact that even aside from slavery, some people just not in tune with themselves. They don't know when they truly jealous of somebody and they just erupt with just ignorance.
So what they have to realize, Angie, is your vision ain't everybody's vision. It's for you. But if I pull you along and you say you're on the same page,
Good morning, Kevin.
do it.
Yeah.
Be a part.
Yeah, but you've got to be able to be in tune with that. You know, you have to be able to broaden your horizons. I've seen people all the time, you know, in private conversations, they are definitely supportive of you. And then when it's time to be in the public,
they'll say
you know, now they don't barely know you, they don't recognize you or whatever. And so there's a level of jealousy and or intimidation there. And I think that that's a huge contributing factor as to why we aren't able to come together.
And that's bad because, I mean, when you put a circle, like when we started Church Chicago, this was supposed to be a circle, a round table. And everybody is welcome to it, as long as we're on the same page.
And I think that we don't always have to agree. You know, it's okay to disagree. It's when your disagreement becomes disrespectful that you end up having some challenges and some issues. And so, I don't know. We want to know your opinion. Begin to chime in and let us know. Why do you think black people truly struggle with coming together on a consistent basis? We want to know your opinion.
Come on in.
What you
room.
think? What you think, Pastor?
Oh, man.
Spartacus.
Hey, I'm a Spartacus fan. We was talking earlier, and I said it's as critics as those that are Spartakians or Spartacan fans. When Crixus and Spartacus was at the table, Spartacus is the leader now. It's acknowledged that he's
the man, yeah.
Crixus has accepted the fact that Spartacus is the leader, although there's a leader as Spartacus in Crixus. He accepts that he
Thank you, Kemosabe.
He expects that he understands that Spartacus has the movement. It's been with him. He been had it.
Okay.
Crixus told Spartacus, I think we should go to Rome. You know, I think
Hey, Boosie.
a closed hand is stronger. You know what I'm saying? I think we should go to Rome and fight. Spartacus looking at him like, man, you don't think we fought enough, Crixus? If we stay together, we can get free. But instead, you rather go this other way, and the path is here. Crixus looked at Spartacus and said, in other words, I don't believe you said it. You put it back on you put it in my hands to make my decision now. Spartacus looks at Crixus and says, at some point, I watch it so much just to hear that. I watched that episode. At some point, a man has to choose his own path. At some point, you have to choose your path. And if it's not with what you're a part of, then delete it.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not just us. This is not how we personally feel. For I believe every company goes through this phase where you're looking at the people who you're working with and you're wondering.
Yeah.
You know, as a leader, you wonder. And everybody don't have leadership in the situation.
My God.
But we want to give leadership concepts and ideas. And at the end of the day, you know who got to make the call. You know who and who's responsible for what. So now, as I was talking to people, it's back to management. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business. Ministry is business. Because if you don't have any business, you'll be going anywhere doing any kind of ministry.
But I think that sometimes, you know, we don't really want to follow. There's a rebellion within us. You know, some of us are naturally rebellious. Yeah. It just rises up. Sometimes I don't think people mean any harm, but they just rebellious. And so following leadership is hard, especially, don't get me, but sometimes especially for men. But to that point, I will say that men aren't going to be naturally drawn to anything that doesn't have order and doesn't have,
that is true.
You know, some
true.
type of structure to it. And so just being idle or just having stuff everywhere, I can understand that. But I think so. I like what Lanye says. Everybody is out for self. And I love the fact that, you know, we are able to identify that. But why is that? Why can't we want to truly help and support one another?
I don't know.
Because we first off, we're not interested in the goal. When you become a part of something, you sign on to that goal.
Naya! Hey, I'm listening.
You become assigned or a part of the goal. It's a difference than being assigned and a part.
Assigned and
it's
a part.
It's a difference in being assigned and a part.
Unpack it.
Assigned means you've been tagged in. A part of it means you're in it.
That's right.
When you're assigned, that means somebody else has placed you in it. When you're a part, you already in it. So it's a difference. And now now it's just a season to where everybody is out for me, myself, and I.
Yes, and I don't understand why we can't understand that, and I like that. I'm simmering on a sign and a part.
Yeah, sign and a part.
But I just feel like, when do we, like Cherie has a business, she has like pop-up shops, I think they're called, and it's a small business, but why not support? Support it. You know what I'm saying? In some capacity. And so I would love to challenge us as Black people to really evaluate ourselves. Look at yourself and see, what is your struggle area? What is it? Be honest.
That's good, Angie.
Be honest.
With yourself.
With yourself. Why are you so jealous? And then figure it out. And it's okay. And here's why it's okay. Because we were made in his image and in his likeness. And God says, I'm a jealous God. Now he doesn't have uncontrolled jealousy or whatever, but he letting you know out the gate, I want to be first.
But the good thing about this also, Angie, since you said that, we need haters.
What you say?
We need them.
Come on, David.
I'm not going to go there.
Come on, David.
I got his back. You need haters.
You need haters.
You got to have them. It's inevitable. And we don't even know who they are. Mm-hmm. That's the blessed part about it.
What you say?
You don't even know who your hater really is. Mm-hmm. Because the person that say, I love you, just might be hating on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on.
So forget who it is.
Absolutely.
Accept that you have some.
Absolutely.
And if you can accept it, then it becomes the windshield wiper. You wipe them off as you ride through the rain.
Yes.
Hey, watch
You
this,
wipe 'em
church.
off.
I need you to
'Cause
do
ain't
me a
nothing but
favor.
raindrops.
Do me a favor,
That's
church.
what a hater is.
Do me one favor. Line this thing up right here.
Listen. DJ,
Hey, hold on,
stop,
DJ.
rewind.
Hold on,
Let's lock
DJ.
this.
Let's rewind this thing up.
Oh man,
Come on.
This is what I was just
Come on.
saying.
Come
Yeah.
on.
All right,
Come on. Because we ain't hating.
Y'all. 3 things about a hater, and I'm gone. We're gonna play the new single Church Chicago, Grace and Mercy, featuring Tamika Norvell, produced by Rick Williams, vocal arrangements, Elisa Bennett, and a whole lot of people, and we'll get into that. 3 things about a hater. One thing is they have to hate. Mm-hmm. When I say they have to hate, it's they lay down hating. Mm-hmm. They look at Facebook hating.
Yes.
They go to work hating.
Uh-huh.
They ride in their car hating.
Well, sir.
Come on. They teach their kids how to hate.
Paint the picture.
Y'all ain't gonna say nothing.
Walk it,
They
man.
go in the
Walk it.
hospital hating.
I'm listening.
Why would you go in the hospital hating?
My God.
Come on, you look at this person, you hate on their shoes, you hate on their hair. Come on, you hate on their eyebrows. You hating because you know they making money. You hating because they're successful. You hating because they did it without me.
All right.
Or they did it and I wasn't interested. When they told us to get stock in Krispy Kreme, let me work, DJ, let me work. When they get you guess the organ.
Yeah, that's that organ, Doc.
I hear. When they told us to put stock in Krispy Kreme, who really did it?
Yeah.
And they offered it to us. They put it on the table. It's coming, just like Uber. I saw an Uber text church like 3 years before I even thought about trying it. So here's my thing. 3 things about haters. They have to hate. Here's another thing. Expect them to hate.
Oh, that's
And
good.
then my 3rd thing is accept them to hate.
What you say?
Expect it and accept it. In times like these, let the haters hate on you. In times like these, let the haters see you through. Be very sure. Be very sure that you have some haters.
I like that, Milton.
And they will hate on you. God bless you.
Grace and mercy.
Grace and mercy.
Right
Thank
here.
God
On your
for it.
radio.
Turn it up.
Church
pass the
Chicago's
word.
Power Hour.
Psalms 23 and 6 says, surely his goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I got my sister with me. Tank!
Your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. I want to thank you and praise you. Your grace and mercy brought me through. Your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. I want to thank you, praise you too. Your grace and mercy brought me through. Lord, I got to thank you for saving a sinner like me. To tell the world salvation is free. I went left many times, I didn't consider right, but your grace and mercy kept me in your sight. Isn't the man that I should die? Grace and mercy said, oh no, I paid the price. I don't know where I would be if grace and mercy had not rescued me. Put those hands together. Put those hands together. It's been your grace and your mercy. It's been your grace and your mercy. Where would I be if it had not been for your grace and your mercy? Oh, praise, praise, oh, and your mercy, praise, praise, oh, praise, and your mercy. It's been your grace and your mercy. Oh, and your mercy. Just in the minute that I stood down, but grace and mercy said, no, I'm already paying the price. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave, but you made it, you made it behave. You kept me in, you kept me in your grace. God, I thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, grace, grace, and your mercy, grace. Oh, grace, Lord, we thank you. You keep on showing up when I'm in trouble. You keep showing up. He keeps wiping away all my tears. He turned my midnight into day. He keeps on making a way. He's a mighty good God. Yes, he is. And not only do he show up, but he's a mighty good God. And he keep on showing out.
In that order.
Period.
Grace and mercy.
Period. Period. That was Grace and Mercy with Tamika Norvell and Church Chicago right here on What's in It for the Black People Media. If you like that, be sure to get it because it is now out and ready for purchase. And how can they do that?
All digital outlets, every last one of them.
Hey, Rhonda.
Check Pandora. And it's on Pandora.
So make sure you go on all digital outlets.
All
You'll
of
be
them.
able to purchase that song. Hey, Tennille, how are you? Good to see you. So make sure you go and get that song. It is hot. Think about the message, grace and mercy.
Grace and mercy.
It's brought me through. Somebody got a testimony. Before we went to song break, we were actually unpacking the topic. Why do black people struggle to support one another? And before Pastor Spartacus got on his soapbox, we were trying to address those comments, but he had such a very good Greek summary of how we have to be able to stand on our own and support one another as well. And so I want to go back to some of these comments because they were really good. Lanya says everybody is out for themselves. Naya says teamwork is dream work. And then Cherie says they have so many agendas. Naya says in times when you are going through sorrow, people rally, join, share, and support you. When you got something great going, people stay away. Wow. Kay says haters are the motivators. Come on, Kay.
All right.
Diane says haters are necessary. They keep you on point. It means that you are definitely doing something right. Like it, Diane. Milton says we as black people were separated from Africa, and it was taught not to like each other, not to trust each other for generations as far as today. Yes, sir. My God, man, bullseye. Lois says when you know your own self, right, and your own self-worth, and you're comfortable within yourself, you're not intimidated or jealous by others' success. Thank you. Embrace the success of others, and prayerfully, they will help others to succeed. We should all be in this together. When one of us rises, we all rise. Oh, I love that, Lois. I love that. But I think, like I said, we have to be willing to look at ourselves. And sometimes, I hate to say it, and I see it in the educational system all the time, when black folks, let me be candid, reach a certain level, you can't tell them nothing. They don't know how to truly cross-pollinate between whatever business that they're successful in and or just everyday regular people. And it's a turnoff. And it actually stunts your own growth. But again, you got to know yourself.
Your self-worth.
Yes.
It. She said it. Your self-worth.
Yeah. And so I do get disgusted, especially with women. I've seen women become very spiteful, malicious, just, ugh. Why you so mad?
Yeah.
Why are you so mad?
What if your we saying get along, like work together, things like that. But what if you don't even display a great self-worth?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, if you're a part of something, we saying work together. So if me and TD, Mr. Daniels is partners.
Yes.
In his area, he's driving and striving to what he do in his mode of self-worth. And me, I'm doing what I can do the best I can in both areas. So we're moving like this. The problem with working together and us is everybody want to do this.
Going the right way.
And that's a lot of accidents.
Going the same direction the wrong way.
and getting nowhere.
And getting nowhere. Yes, sir.
So it's like bumper cars. In bumper cars, the game comes to an end. You got a little time to bump cars, and at some point, you can't keep bumping cars all day.
That's right.
You got to get out of line. You have to get off, get out, and get back in line to do bumper cars. And in reality, who wanted to keep playing bumper cars?
People who don't know the path.
Man.
You don't know the path, and that's kind of like when you're driving. I know because I do a lot of driving, I've somehow memorized certain, expressways and streets or whatever. But then there are times where, Natchez, Mississippi changed some stuff up on me. And I was getting ahead of myself thinking I knew the path. And when I got in Natchez, I said, I don't know this. But instead of me, being cocky and saying, I've been down here so many times, I had to pull my GPS back up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so ask for directions. And so I had to look at my own self and say, you're not a resident of Mississippi. How dare you become, arrogant in your thinking.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's what we have to do as a people. We have to realize that God tells us in the word, we have different gifts, different talents. Respect them and allow people to operate in them.
Areas,
yes,
But we don't even trust that.
What you say?
We don't even trust that.
But then when you do that, you got to hold them accountable.
That's why you have to.
Right.
You got to hold them accountable then.
But then when they don't meet, come close to, tip the line. You walk it.
Man.
Don't show yourself as a drunkard. If you're gonna walk the line, he get out the car, he think you drunk, he gonna ask you to walk this line. Now if you
all over the place.
Oh yeah. So at the end of the day, when we talk about teamwork, the cliche or the line that everyone's familiar with is together everyone achieves more. Together is the first word.
But do you think that we are still suffering from being traumatized from our history, even if we weren't?
I think that's a cop.
History has done its part, but some of us have done nothing to make history a part of the discussion.
And the reason I say that, and I don't want to be the smartest one in the room, but I'm smart enough to surround myself with a bunch of smart people.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And everybody got their smartness.
Come on now. But that's a team.
That's a team.
Hey, Royal. Absolutely. Diane says, you touched on it earlier, Angie. If you're white, you're all right. If you're black, get back. Jealousy from the very beginning. And so, I'm hoping that we as people will eventually come together. But I think that in order for us to be able to truly do that and to have some type of traction in that goal, you got to get your homes together. You got to get your homes together because your houses, your homes, because where love doesn't abide,
that's it.
It wreaks havoc. And so when your home is jacked up, you leave the house mad, angry.
But the house is you. The issue is you. You ain't even in the house yet. It's you. You taking the issue to the house.
What you say? Did you catch that?
I called him.
You
Keysology.
taking it. You carrying you. And where you stop by, one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to be a part or assigned to anything where it doesn't give me the energy to do my best. I don't want to be around nobody in these last days that don't want the best.
And it's not hard.
It's not, but it's your mindset. The Bible says, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I'm just noticing that, like I think Naya touched on it earlier. I see both sides of what Naya's point was early in regards to when you're doing well, people will stray away from you. In a meeting last night at Ayansi, a Nigerian restaurant, we were discussing kind of like what your topic was about. One of the gentlemen, they're doing very well now. They're doing very well. When he first started back in 2019, he couldn't get the support that he was hoping to get. And now everybody is latching on to him.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where were you in the trenches? And so I agree with you. You don't want to be a part of anything that isn't successful. But if you do a heart check, and your heart is right, it starts with you. And then you'll be able to articulate, man, this is what I'm willing to do to support you. And let that be it.
One thing I've learned to do, high or low, high or low.
Yeah.
One thing I've always desired to do, and that's whatever I'm doing, I want to be consistent. Whether it's the worst day, the best, at my worst, my desire is when the light come on, or when you got to turn the knob. You have to be able to turn the knob. Now, if your life raggedy, turn it back off and go back raggedy. But when it's on, you got to be on.
Period.
It's a difference in light and darkness.
It sure is.
But when you turn on the light, the darkness disappears.
It's all about energy. If you put out negative energy, that's what you're going to receive.
Yes. And
give energy, you're going to get good, positive energy.
But again, it's going back to self. Do you think that this is a reflection of low self-esteem?
Some areas.
Some
areas. I believe it's, you have multiple reasons that leads to the matter of how we are as people. Culture, lifestyles, opportunities. Some people may have had bad opportunities, so I'm not here to just act like I got it going on. I'm here to say, if you attach, if you know I'm a part, you're going to know I'm a part. You're not going to wonder if he's a part.
But I think they're still pushing it on us.
It's coming.
They push it in media.
But we still have to do our part.
Right.
Together.
Exactly.
Because there's some people where that stuff don't even matter what we doing.
And you know what's crazy is that white folks can literally not like each other. But if you walk in the room, they coming together like that to make sure that they take you down. Same thing with India.
Yeah, it starts in the media.
That ain't just that. That's black too.
Companies.
When you're a part of, when you like, just say music. Here we go. Just say music. I've seen people push what more than I feel that's not good music. And it's been discussed at tables that is not good music. It's been opinionated as not good music. And we'll push everything. And we pick and choose as everybody do who they want to support.
Absolutely.
But here's the problem in Chicago. You can't pass me up.
That's the problem in Chicago.
Yeah, you got to be the little person on the ticket. But it can be 5 hitters on the ticket. Well, it got to be considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why it can't be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? Because I believe if we come together as ministries, artists, all the whatever goes together in this city called Chicago, we're the greatest city when it comes to music. Hating on each other. Now, what could we take if we love on each other?
Come on, man.
Man, can you imagine?
It's tough.
Can you imagine? But Cherie says, surround yourself around like-minded people. Naya says something, but I can't. Oh, Naya, here it is. Naya says, everybody but us.
Consistency
is key to it all.
Man.
You understand me?
Yeah.
And so I like the fact of, who was that just said, surround yourself. Yeah, Cherie says, surround yourself around like-minded people. Now, to the point, now I will say this. I don't mind supporting, but if I get a whiff of just straight out ignorance,
right?
No, I'm not going to be a part, and you're not going to sign me to that. You're not going to do that, period. Naya says people move here from other countries and already be set up because their family already set them up. And that's very essential to this conversation, because sometimes I've learned that because we are so socioeconomically challenged when it comes to money and education, whereas when Naya put that comment, people come here from other countries, they come together with a plan. They have gotten the resources and done their homework, whereas we end up always pointing the finger.
Yes.
And blaming. Now, I will say that white folks have done a good job in systematic racism, particularly in Chicago, with it being one of the most segregated cities in the United States of America. Nevertheless, we are very quick to point the finger and never do our own homework and take accountability. Dr. Boyce Watkins speaks on that from time to time. He's very controversial, as well as Dr. Cornel West. And so, we have to be our own solution. Africa Porter says that all the time in hashtags. We are our own solution. Yes. And we got to believe that. You know what I'm saying? We got to help one another and be willing, like, I got you. What's wrong with that family element? What's wrong with that? I'm getting upset. Okay.
We'll be right back.
Y'all, I must say, every day, he's making a way. Ooh, keep on blessing me. Blessed in the city, trust in the field, even when you come and go. I'm so glad that the Lord keeps on blessing me. Y'all, I must say, in spite of, he just keeps on. Yeah, keep on blessing me. Oh, keep on blessing me, blessing me, blessing me. In spite of me, he keeps on blessing me, blessing me. I don't deserve it. He keeps on blessing me, blessing me. All the time, he keeps on blessing me, blessing me. Lord, we need you. Lord, we need you. Lord, we need you. Can't make it unless you. We need you to stop it. Come on and stop it. Do it every day, every hour. Come on and do it. Do it for us now. Somebody in a hospital, somebody down, don't feel too well, but bless us now. In the name of Jesus. Oh, please. That's what Grandmama said. Please. Oh, please. Yeah. Oh, please. Yeah. Keep on blessing. Keep on blessing me. While I'm driving the car. While I'm sweeping the floor. While I'm cooking dinner. Taking the kids to school. Walking down the street. Walking through the grocery store. Keep on blessing me. Anywhere that I stand. Anywhere that I stand. Keep on blessing me. In the name of Jesus. Thou son of David. Keep on blessing me. Have mercy, oh God. Please don't ever stop.
Oh,
Please don't ever stop.
When I'm
Oh, please don't ever stop.
please don't ever stop.
Please don't ever stop.
When I go against
Please
your will.
don't ever stop.
When I turn away.
Please don't ever stop.
Please don't ever stop.
Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop.
Well, they typing up some stuff.
Please don't ever
Lord.
stop. Please don't ever stop. Please don't ever stop.
Stop blessing my family. Don't stop blessing. Hey, boy, that was a statement there, church. Bless my enemy.
Yeah, I need to see all of that, DJ. They coming in with it.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, you still got it.
come on, you got to keep the beat. You know how sometimes you be at church and something happen with the PA? You got to keep going.
the devil is busy.
That's what they said.
Hey, just you in that place like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
No, y'all gotta turn that off. Y'all gotta stop now. Y'all gotta stop now. Y'all gotta stop now. We gotta go. We gotta go. We were singing. We
Yeah.
were singing out there with you guys. Hey.
Yeah, hey, we can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
when it's getting good, sometimes you just got to keep going, regardless when the devil gets busy. You're tuned into Church Chicago's Power Hour right here on What's in It for the Black People Media, and we have been discussing why is it so hard for black and brown people to come together, particularly black people, to come together to support one another and to motivate one another. And you guys have been doing a yeoman's job at sending in your comments.
Yeoman's?
Yeah, they've been doing great. They've been doing great. We have
What?
a really, oh my God,
Hey,
a really good job.
I figured that out.
Is that why they say food is yummy?
I said yeoman.
Yeomans. Yeomans.
Like
Let-
famous?
let-
Romans
famous?
noodles.
That's ramen.
That's ramen.
Oh my God. Let me get to these
Your
comments.
comments is ramen.
Let me get to these comments. Kay says we have to see and accept past traumas. The person has to heal. People have to want to heal and unite, move forward positively, and have productive solutions. We have applauded others' successes and teach others. Therefore, it will not leave gaps or voids in our future progressions. Thank you, Kay. Milton says, we as Black people do not allow love and trust among each other, but when one dies, we show more love than ever. We buy T-shirts, with their faces on it and celebrate well. And now it's, it's too late for that. And so I like that, Milton. That is so very true. We have so many people that get up here and make the funerals longer than what they need to be because now their guilt has come in. Because you knew that you wasn't supporting the deceased.
Nothing.
So, man, I really appreciate that, Milton, that point. And so, I just feel like we have to do better with self-evaluation. In the book of Galatians, I believe the 6th chapter, it talks about us examining ourselves. And then it also says, if you think you're more than what you are, you're a fool. You deceive yourself. So don't never get too cocky and arrogant that you can't get too big-headed that you don't believe that God can bring you down. And so we have to be willing to do a self-evaluation, take a step back. Why am I so jealous? Am I jealous? Am I envious? Are there some traumas that have prevented me from celebrating someone else? Ask yourself that.
At home. It starts at home. That love. Remember we were talking about love before. How can someone show love, haven't been taught love?
That's right. And so, and even in that, you got to say, well, am I showing love? And if I'm not showing love, is it because no one has loved me or knew how to love me? It's easy to say I love you, but do you know how to love me?
True.
Because if you tell me, Angie, I don't eat chicken wings, and then you come to the house and I got 20 chicken wings right there, well, that's not showing my cousin love, because I know that you made it clear I don't eat chicken wings. People want to do what they want to do. Naya says it starts by learning who you are. Knowledge is key. Amen, Reverend. Amen.
Right. It's important. You have to first to it says continue in love. And that's kind of the bump in the road is to go over the bump and keep doing it throughout the whole, whatever the road has been or will be. You still have to continue it. And working together, it has to have some love because love is the only way that keeps people trying.
Yes.
And if you don't love it, then your tries will start diminishing. When the tries start disappearing, the love is leaving. When the effort start diminishing away, then the love is going somewhere. Or the cares. It may not be that they don't love it. It's just the fact the interest level is not there.
I like that too.
Or just accept life has changed.
And that's a fair statement because sometimes it's hard to support things that you're not interested in. It's not that you don't like the person.
It's a waste of
time. It's not that you don't like the person, but you're just not interested in it.
Guess what? It's
okay.
okay. Yeah. Boy, stay out my head. It's okay.
And I said what?
It's okay. I still love you.
To death.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But you're just not interested in it.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could still support, what would be another, if you're not interested in something, but you want to show that person support, how would you do it?
It's just partnership then. That's all. See you when I see you. That's partnership.
But my question was, how can you still support them even though you're not interested in their service or product?
Oh, if you're still in and not interested, or
right, you still love them as a person, but you're not interested in their product or service.
That's fine. Everybody have that choice.
Problem is, it's separation. There, you got to know how to separate the business from the person. So when you understand that, then you'll be okay in that area.
But my question is, how can you still show that you support the person even though you aren't interested in their service or product.
I mean, depending on what it is. If it's a show or something, I'll still support.
Okay, you'll still come.
I'll still come.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's your choice, though. That don't mean you can't really cover that grounds because you don't know. There's people that's in and not interested.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. Your actions will show that. And that's what really tells the action of a person is the speech of their heart.
you know what area you're talking about.
Huh?
Depends on what
different
area
levels.
with me. It's
Right,
different levels
what
of
it
that.
is. I want to put that question out there really quickly before we wrap up. Just really quickly, if you're still tuned in, if you know that you aren't interested in a particular product or service, but you still love the person and will decide to still support them somehow, how would you do that? I like the example that you use in regards to if it's a
share
show.
it.
Yeah.
You know, if
Share
it's a
it.
show.
Share it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just because I'm not just
A
because
part
I
of it,
don't,
right.
It don't mean somebody else.
That's right. That's right. So
What you
can get-
will, I won't. What you can, I can't. You know? So share it to the net. Hey, yo, my buddy, he got it.
Yeah.
I may have never used it. But, hey, man, you looking for? Hey, I know.
Yeah.
You get your options out there. So
And then you won't lie because you haven't tried the
Yeah.
product, but you can still say
That's
that's
my-
a good
that's my
brother.
people.
Yeah, right. I like that. So yeah, I mean, I've had fun talking about this. It's been a bittersweet topic.
yeah, it has its downs on it. There's some uppers and some downers because as you talk about working together, you can see you go through your mind.
Thank you, Lanye.
Remember the great moments, and then you can remember the horrible moments. So it's like bittersweet.
It is definitely a bittersweet
Pray
topic.
we get it all together.
Lanye says maybe donate or buy it for someone else. I definitely like that. Kind of synonymous to what you were saying. Right. Yeah, so thank you all so much for tuning in. If you had one thing to say to somebody before they left this earth, what would it be, Terrence? TV?
Before they left the earth, I love you. Period.
He's so loving.
I am.
He is.
Yes.
He just love everybody.
I love those who love me. That's just me, man. I just hope we all can get together. Let's start building something. Know your worth at the end of the day.
If you had to tell someone something before they left the earth, what would it be?
I'm with I love you. That's the greatest. Well, if I don't love them, I got to have two answers.
Hey, depending on who it is, too, Angie. Because, like, if they had some, let me get that black card before you go. You ain't gonna need
Quiet, man. DJ,
You ain't gonna need no more.
today,
Hi,
man.
Kimmy Jones. How are you?
DJ, you
Let me
good?
see that card before you get out of here.
You know I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest.
Oh, DJ, come in all
DJ,
the
you agree with
time
me,
with
man?
it.
I love you is it. I love you is it.
You
I
agree,
love
don't
you,
you?
is it?
They finna go. They don't need. Let me see that black card before you go.
Oh, my.
Get that
I
up
won't.
out you
I won't
right
have him at my bedside when I leave
Nah,
this
that's
earth.
what but that's what I tell my family. I said, listen, man, kid, when I go, I want you to wipe out all my money. I want you to take out everything in the account long. I want you to go. I ain't got to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
See, if we listen, and that's a way to build
Right.
generational wealth.
Well, that's right.
You ain't need where you're going.
Yes.
Get here. Help me
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
You gonna die with good credit?
Hey, Randy.
Then if I don't give it away, then my family gonna fight over it right after I die
Yeah.
anyway. You know what I'm
it's gonna
saying?
be a-
So I might as well just give
It's
it
gonna
away.
be a horror
It's gonna
story.
be, you know, you know all this money. So yeah.
Man, you heard about DJ people? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be ugly.
Thank you so
Man,
much,
Keith's family
Kay.
Here's my social. Here's all my passwords.
That's it, man.
You
That's-
go
that's
crazy.
how I feel, Doc.
It's one thing.
See, Angie?
I say we should
Makes sense now.
always make sure those ends are connected to. Don't have your family raising funerals,
That's right. That's right.
having funerals at your home going. Set it up, and then give somebody all your passwords. So as soon as they say you gone,
That's it.
it's a shopping spree.
Trying to tell you.
Man, it makes sense. It makes sense. If ain't no coming
It
back,
might be bad to say,
your
but
rent for
that's
6 months,
You might
everything.
have changed somebody's
change
life.
somebody's
Absolutely.
life.
On
That's
your way
what
out.
I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You might-
But you got to be selfless
Selfless.
to want to see somebody else do well when you gone. Do you understand me?
Hey, look.
So thank you, Kay. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you so much. We enjoyed the great conversation and great show because of you all. And so we are always trying to make sure we encourage you. And to that end, do we say God bless? We look forward to
play
seeing
Grace and
you.
Mercy.
Grace and Mercy?
Hey, any of my family, y'all, let me get that card before you get out of here.
Oh, my God.
Gotta be gracious and merciful.
And share. Bye, y'all.
I'm living this moment because of you. I want to thank you and praise you. Your grace and mercy brought me through. Your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. I want to thank you. Praise you too. Your grace and mercy brought me through. Lord, I got to thank you for saving a sinner like me. To tell the world salvation is free. I went left many times. I didn't consider right, but your grace and mercy kept me in your sight. Isn't the man that I should die? Grace and mercy said, oh no, I paid the price. I don't know where I would be if grace and mercy had not rescued me. Put those hands together. Put those hands together. It's been your grace and your mercy. It's been your grace and your mercy. Where would I be if it had not been for your grace and your mercy? Oh, praise, praise, oh, and your mercy, praise, praise, oh, praise, and your mercy. It's been your grace and your mercy. Oh, and your mercy. Just in the minute that I should die, but grace and mercy said, no, I've already paid the price. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave, but you made it love. You made it behave. You kept me in. You kept me in your grace. God, I thank you for your amazing grace. Oh, grace, grace, and your mercy, grace. Oh, grace. Lord, we thank you. Yeah. Lord, we thank you. Keep showing up for me. You keep on showing up for me. Every time I turn around, you just keep on showing up for me. Good God Almighty, you keep showing up. You show up in my sick room. You keep on showing up when I'm in trouble. You keep showing up. He keeps wiping away all my tears. He turned my midnight into day. He keeps on making a way. He's a mighty good God. Yes, he is. And not only do he show